There, the internet. It's me, Terence Eden. Hello. I'm here to review the BlueSkySea Dashcam, which you can see there. This is going to be an unboxing and a review, and I'm in my car. This is the little Renault Zoe that I've got, the all-electric one. So let's just see if... there we go. Look, you can see the plug that the car plugs into, and my very messy garage. So I've been sent this BlueSkySea car dash cam. It's a 1080p unit, and this is going to be an unboxing and a review. Let's see how this goes. Right, so first of all, what do you get in the box? There was a little instruction manual which I've already taken out. Doesn't say much. You get a cleaning cloth. That's useful. This is so. This is what takes up the majority of the box. Is a power thing for your car. It's just one of the usual cigarette lighter things. It's rather big and bulky, and I've already got one, so that can just be thrown away. We also get in here is just a regular USB cable. Let me just open that up. From now on, I think I'm telling people I'm only going to review things which are USB-C. This is USB Mini, which is fine for a dashcam. You sort of plug it in and then forget about it. But that's looks like a good length of cable. So let's take a look at the actual unit, which is in this box within a box. Let's get rid of that. It can join the rest of the junk. Oh, hang on, before I show you that, the other thing in here is you get a bunch of 3M stickies to affix the dash cam to the window or anywhere else you want. So let's just take a look. I've placed this camera in entirely the wrong position for me to show you anything, but here we go. Lots of bubble wrap. You know what, I'm going to move this that way. There you go. You can see more of my messy garage. And I can show you this, which is... So this is remarkably small. I was surprised at that, but there we go. This is it. I mean, it doesn't look... doesn't look like much, but there's the camera, there's the sticky pad. Now this is meant to be stuck sort of direct to the windscreen. I'm guessing you'd do it sort of up the top. I'm a little wary about sticking things to glass, especially when it's so expensive to replace. There's a button there, that's the instant record button. So what this thing does is once it's connected to Wi-Fi, it saves everything to an SD card there. There's a slot, there's no SD card which comes with that, but again, they're nice and cheap. When there's a sudden vibration or a sudden stop, this is meant to auto dump everything to that SD card, but it'll keep recording to there. And this button is if you want it to just take a picture or a video straight away. There's a microphone, which you can probably just see there, a little microphone icon. So that records you swearing at all the drivers. Now, I think this is meant to be rotatable, but I can't really see. It doesn't seem to twist unless you sort of... Oh, no, I tell a lie. Just a bit stiff. Oh, right, so you can... So depending on where you stick it, you can give it a different angle. That's slightly tight to turn. I mean, that's what you want, I suppose. Does it go all the way around? Nearly, right? So you can get a fair amount of movement with that. So what I'm going to do, I think, is let's stick that down there for now, and let's try and power this up. So I've got a USB power adapter already in my car. I guess most of you have for charging phones and whatnot. If you've got any questions, just type them into the YouTube chat thing or leave me a message. I'm going to stick this full review on my blog, shuxpo.mobi, once it's done. Right, let's just plug this in. Now, the manual for this is very... Hi, Rain Media. Ooh, did you hear that? It said hi playing media or something like that. Interesting. Please insert SD card. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me move it slightly closer to the microphone. She did say something earlier. Please insert SD card. Please insert SD card. So there's a little speaker on that. So this is complaining that I don't have an SD card inserted. That's fair enough. We'll do that in a minute. The manual says, you know, Yes, I will insert the SD card. The manual says only use the a car charger, don't sort of plug it into a computer or anything. I don't quite understand why, but this thing comes. Yes, I will insert an SD card in just a moment. So the way this works is, if I show you the app, so you use the BlueSkySea app, and it will show you the thing. Please check my net or try again. Oh, right, so I need to connect it to the Wi-Fi first. Let me just do that. So the Wi-Fi shows up there, B1W whatever. Now the default password for this is 123456789 I believe. Yep. So that will connect. It will obtain an IP address. And yeah, I've connected no internet, that's fine. Now, when I go back here, click on connection. What's this doing? So what I should be able to do, I might have to... Ah! Yes, perils of live streaming. I should be able to... Scanning device info connection. Ah! So there we go. So I can see what the Dashcam is seeing. It will show me a list of all the videos and photos. I can take a photo there. Snap failure, yeah. Well, so it won't take a photo because there's no SD card. You can see the date on there, so it's saying 0701 1446. So that appears to be the right time. I'm guessing it's picked up the time from the phone rather than GPS or anything. You get a bunch of options here. You can video resolution. The video segmentation is how often you want it to save stuff. Every 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Might as well do 1 minute files, I guess. This is. I'm just going to have to turn that off for a moment because that's quite annoying. I will insert an SD card in you very shortly, I promise. Powering down, indeed. Oh, but that means I can't show you this. Right. So let's power that back on. I tell you what, no, let's stick an SD card in there. I do have in my old Dashcam an SD card. Now it wants a, if I just show you there, it wants a 16 gig SD card. I'm assuming you can use more or less anything, but the bigger the SD card, obviously, the more stuff you'll be able to save in there. So let me just grab the SD card out of my old Dashcam, if I can find it. So take your SD card here, you can format it. I presume it will format it itself. This is just a sort of cheapo SanDisk 32 gig one, and this is going to connect. Right, this is slightly tricky. So pull out the power, then at the back there you've got the SD card slot. I don't know which way up it goes, and that's again the other problem with SD cards. Is that the right way up? No, probably not. Let's try it this way up. There we go, that seems to fit. Righto. Let's power up this Dashcam and see what it does. So the nice thing about it being using Wi-Fi is that you don't need you don't need to keep taking the SD card out. You know, if you're in an accident, the last thing you want to do is fiddle with that little thing. You can just use the app, transfer it across. So so it's chatting away and saying that I need to format the SD card. So it won't format it itself. I wonder if I can. It's a rather. It is a rather chatty little thing. Right, let's just see if in the app. No, that's caused my phone to restart. That's probably my old phone. This is a rather chatty little thing, which might be. I'm hoping in the app there's a way to turn that off, because it's slightly annoying. And I'm hoping, well, I don't know, do you want that green LED on all the time? Maybe, at least it shows you it's working. So stick that to, you know, somewhere. Again, I'm not sure about sticking it onto the glass. I think it's the sort of thing where I might sort of stick it down there and then twist it round, because that way, you know, you can. It should still be able to see the road ahead, but I don't know. I feel weird about sticking things onto glass. But yeah, so you get a good enough length of USB cable with it. You can always get a longer one. Right, I'm going to see if my phone is now in a fit state to do something with this. So let's open up the app. So I can only apologise. Right, so there it's seeing the what I'm recording. Can we do anything with it? Equipment beep you can turn off. Oh, you can change the Wi-Fi password, the frequency, capacity allocation. So it's still saying please format SD card. Has that started working yet? All the other video resolutions you can do 1080p, 720p. Well, let's keep it at the highest one. So if I now go back, if I... So you will have heard from the phone the word snapshot, the beep, and then that's also talking to you. And if I go into image files, yep, it's got the file there. And at the top it's put the timestamp, which seems, well, it's accurate. It's set based on the phone. There's no GPS on there, which, you know, for a cheap dash cam, I guess you kind of expect, don't you? And hasn't managed to record any video yet. Now this also has a parking mode as well, where it will continue to record after you've parked. I don't know what that does for your the battery of your car, but you know, I'll have a play around. You can also so there I've pressed the full screen button and you can see what the dash cam is seeing full screen. Now obviously the other thing that you don't get with this is there's no reverse camera. So this is just to show you what's in front. If you want to see what's behind, you need another one of these, and to run another cable. Again, more expensive dash cams will come with a separate video. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write up my full review. I'm going to do some demo videos of this as well, and stick them up on the blog. So if you go to shooksper.mobi/blog, you should be able to see them. There'll also be links to where you can buy this, and other cool information. All right, thank you very much for watching YouTube. Bye!